Okay, here's another little song. Don't worry, life's crappy. Um, I've been, spending enough time up here. I've been having enough time to sit and ponder about people using phrases and words with no meaning. Kind of like back in the late 80s and 90s when we had those posers, oh, I'm a gangbanger because I'm wearing this color. No, you're a poser. There's a lot of people call themselves, patriots, Christians, or what have you, but really don't have no meaning. Or, what I mean by that is, oh, I believe in God, but hey, government will give me a hand. I mean, or I'm a patriot, no, don't tread on me. They won't take my guns or, well, okay, well, I'll register them. Whatever happened to saying what you mean and meaning what you say? And this is what I'm trying to understand. I'm not dogging on nobody. I'm just trying to, with me, I don't dog on people. I try to understand the human animal. Because basically, in a nutshell, there's 5 different types of humans in this world. And I just try to understand, like if you call yourself a Christian or a patriot, then be it. But don't sit there and, oh, I believe in God, and then, like, take the shot, and then find out that, well, now you're property of the pharmaceutical company. And you just, it's kind of like, don't tread on me. Okay, well, they've done tread on us. More than enough. And it's like, okay, people say you can't use violence. Well, I'm not condoning violence, and I'm not saying don't use violence. What is violence? Defense of oneself. And that's what the Second Amendment's all about. First Amendment is, hey, motherfucker, leave me alone. I'm sorry if I dropped the F-bomb, but maybe that's what needs to be heard. Maybe if some of these preachers start saying, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You're allowing too much of this shit. We don't have preachers that preach, teachers that teach, and parents that don't parent. And then and then you got people like me going, what the fuck? And everybody's, oh, well, when the end of the world happens or this happens, oh, wait, we got Trump in office, da 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 da. So much shit has happened. The shit hit the fan when COVID happened. And what did everybody do? For the majority, rolled over. And what's really scary is I know there's patriots out there that went along with it, that if push comes to shove, if their job came in the matter, and putting food on the table for their family instead of standing up like a fucking man, they would have rolled over. Put them all in camps. And I've heard fucking patriots that call themselves this or that actually say they would have gone along with it. Rendering to Caesar, which rendering, one of the gods, And I'm sitting here going, okay, well, if you took that shot, well, then you rendered unto Caesar. So you are Caesar's property. And that's what I'm trying to get at, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not dogging. I'm just trying to, if people would just comment and help me understand. Because I feel like I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone. I can trace my fucking lineage all the way back before America was America. And I'm trying to understand this. It's like using words is easy. But putting your money where your mouth is, that's a whole different kettle of fish. Especially, I'm curious of, like, with the vets. Y'all took an oath, just like I took an oath as a member of the militia. Same fucking oath. Never undoes. After 45, I retired. Big whoop. But I'm still militia. I'm still American at heart. And I will, I ain't got no other choice. But I'm wondering about, like with the vets, what I've noticed, like after Vietnam, like with my dad and shit, he come back and everybody's all found out they got lied to. Just like with Gulf War I, Gulf War II. And now we're going for Gulf War III. You guys, I know some of you guys were trained to fight the militia. If you were in your 50s, you trained to fight the militia. That's who you were getting ready to fight. But now you go, and then you come back after fighting over, in the sandbox, you come back, now you want to be a patriot. Now I'm curious, is it because you're trying to atone for your sins? Because if the shit would have kicked off back in the 90s, you'd be fighting people like me. And that would not have been cool, because as a militia or a patriot, you're there to defend the rights and the freedoms, the Bill of Rights. Nothing more, nothing less. Not Joe Schmo down the road. That's charity work. That's church shit. Defending the first 10 amendments is it. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, well, freedom, First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom, redress agreement. Well, that went out the window. Oh, I'm supposed to, use the Second Amendment, secure the rights of a free state. Show me one state that's totally free. that their liberties have not been trampled on. And what they said, one trample on one liberty is a trample on them all, which is a sign of tyranny. Show me where it has not happened. How many patriots have gone to jail? When I say patriot, it means you've done jail time. And I've done my time. Hey, I'd rather sit in jail because and stand where what I said. Oh, we're going to arrest you protesters. We'd be grateful. That's the only thing we did. You know, and I could sit here and tell you all kinds of things that the government has done to provoke and provoke and provoke and provoke. You know, and it's always, let's fall back, let's fall back, let's fall back. You know, and if you guys really want to know something, look up the Knob Creek Resolution. That'll really get your head going. Because what I'm speaking to is a lot of the new breed of fucking patriots or militia or a Minuteman or whatever the hell you want. You know, this shit's been going on for so fucking long. And most of you guys act like this is new. It's not. You be that cool? Oh, you wouldn't. Big deal. Go spend a week out in the Tules. And then we'll see what kind of man you are. If you can handle this shit. And if you can't do a week, give it up. You know, if your idea of being a Minuteman is defending your home, you're a prepper. You're not a Minuteman. A Minuteman or a militia is ready to stand up and defend those rights and liberties of his state. He can't cross another state unless asked or invited. But he does have the right to defend those fucking freedoms and liberties after a long train of abuse and usurpations of power in the dreaded admiralty courts. But I'd like to hear your comments, so like and subscribe and comment.